You're listening to N21FM, a Pokemon podcast. My name is Glenn. I'm your host. This is episode 65. I'm here joined in the studio as usual by my good friend Jake Young. Welcome, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing. How you doing, big boy?
I'm also doing, brother. It's been a crazy week.
No, I understand.
Like I said, I don't know if I said it on the bonus. I started that job.
Yeah.
At T-Mobile.
You did say that. Yep.
My schedule is shot.
You know?
Because I'm working like late mornings into early afternoons and like a little bit of evening now. So it's like, and I'm accustomed to, all right, I'm up at 6, leaving at 7, coming home, getting home by like 5:30.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, oh, I'm waking up. I got time to do stuff. But this is also time I have to like use and optimize for my own gain because I don't have like the evening really as much. And so it's been crazy. I'm getting used to stuff. Dude, the training they have us doing is so mind-numbingly boring.
Yeah. But you got to do it. They got to, you got to do it. You got to get through it. This is the...
Yeah. And it's going to be good. It's just like I'm sitting in like 5-hour Zoom calls.
Oh, yeah. That's
every day.
Mind-numbingly dull.
With the dumbest people you've ever met.
I should show you some of the Disney training videos.
You should.
Those things are...
I would love that so much. I love training videos. Have you seen the Waffle House ones?
No, I have not.
The Waffle House training videos are awesome because they're designed to be comprehended by people who can't read.
Oh, okay. So it's... I can only imagine. Just
which is
like
why
the pure gold mine of memes.
I think Papa Meat did a video on it.
Okay.
Or
have
Meat
to look
Canyon.
into it.
Meat Canyon.
Don't talk to me about your Meat Canyon. Papa Meat. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But Meat Canyon now.
But there's like they have to have like a packet of mustard flipped over a certain way and like the cheese on the plat. It's hilarious. You deserve to see it. But it's crazy.
I could use a good laugh.
Yeah, you deserve one. I too.
Let's just be grumpy old men for the rest of the podcast.
I don't know if I'm capable of being a grumpy old man. Wow. You're doing you're doing an impression almost right there.
Thank you.
Of someone we know. Oh man. N21FM, a Pokemon podcast. Did you have a good week?
It certainly is.
I mean, when did we speak last? It was like last Wednesday?
Who knows? I don't. Time is an illusion. It's a made-up contract. Also scientifically quantifiable. So,
True.
When did we talk? We talked...
Was it Wednesday? I don't even know.
It must have been. It must have been Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. The schedule's been shot, like I said.
It's shot through. It's a hit squad. The Goon Squad came by and just destroyed the calendars. My week has been pretty good. My mom's in town. So
wonderful.
all the ins and outs that come with that. I really enjoy spending time with my mom. Shout out to moms.
Yeah, we missed Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy belated Mom's Day. I think we talked about it. I think we wished a happy Mom's Day for the bonus, but in case you're a mom, happy Mom's Day.
Yeah.
No, it's good. I'm just tired, like what you're talking about with your schedule is shifting, so you have to figure out how to manage, like re-manage that, I guess. Like my schedule is I work evenings mainly, so but my mom's here, so she's like, let's get up and do things. And we have started recording in the mornings, so that's also another thing that's like, let's get up in the morning and do this. Okay, sure. So I'm, instead of being awake for like 14 hours, I'm awake for like 18 hours, and then I have to make up for the sleep deprivation the next morning. So it's good though. I'm just, I'm still run down. I gotta find a day to just catch up, just like veg for a solid 24.
You should. Yeah, it's tough to find time to relax, man.
Yeah, it's like a choice, you gotta say, you know what? Nothing is gonna stop me from doing nothing.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what do you have planned this weekend? Oh, I'm doing nothing. Oh, do you want to come? No. I don't want to come anywhere.
That's my plan.
The plan is to do nothing.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Actually, lose my number while we're at it. Who are you?
Blocked.
Forget me.
You've never met me.
And in case you have, no, you haven't.
Yeah. No, it was yeah. I'm with you.
I get you.
We I whatever.
This is actually a commiseration podcast now. We just
Yeah.
complain about the things that we have in common and how much
Well,
they affect our lives.
there's plenty to complain about. Let me tell you that.
Oh, believe me,
But
buddy.
I'm not in the interest of doing much of that today.
No.
There's plenty
We're
to
gonna
be glad about as well. We've got some more stuff to talk about today than usual.
Oh, thank God.
Specifically some stuff from our Patreon.
Oh,
Patreon.com/Terminal Creative, or the link in the description, where $1 a month can get you early access to every episode, as well as access to our bonus show, N21 Plus, where we've got some interesting ones. We've got a booze and battle, which is our custom format where we drink for every prize card our opponent takes. Between N Zoroark and Mega Diancie, between me and Johnny, we've got our Pokemon hot takes from earlier in the year, and much, much more. Some Chaos Rising pre-release experiences, things like that. There's more coming to this tier as well, the $1 a month tier, that I'll be touching on later in the what we're playing section. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be really cool. The $2 a month tier gets you all of those benefits, as well as access to a list of guests and the question and answer feed every single month. The May feed has been up for a little bit. I was a little late, but you've got that Q&A there, and we'll be reading some questions from it later on today. You can also suggest decks for our booze and battle tournament, or
oh,
not
baby.
tournaments, but our
We're
battles.
overdue for one of those. We need to schedule
we've
one of
got-
those here pretty soon.
I got to get one on the docket for May. I think we're gonna have to do probably next weekend, because this weekend is graduation stuff for my niece.
Congratulations to your niece.
Yeah, it makes me sick. She was born in 2008 and is turning 18.
Ugh. Never say those words to me in that order ever again. Holy moly.
It's the worst. The never-ending march of time.
Quantifiably measurable.
Quantifiably measurable march of time. But yeah, so lots there over on Patreon, as well as the $5 producer tier, should you be so interested in wanting to really just put the extra funding towards us to help make things possible, like our intro music. And at some point, we'd like to be able to start paying some nicer guests to come on the show as well. So
yeah, and I guess let me jump in here real fast. Like we talked about it before, just about the way the Patreon works and whatnot. But Glenn does a lot of work in trying to maintain that thing and make it worth the money value. And obviously, like, times are tough, and here in America and probably around the world also. But
sure,
it really does means a lot to even just like the one, do what you can. The $1 tier, $2 tier.
yeah,
The anything more than that is just the cherry on top for us. And it
yes.
really is like a, kind of, if you like what we do, if you like what Glenn does, follow him on his pages and stuff. It really does help a lot to support kind of the creative process, being able to, find the time, make the time to, put the effort into to talk about all this stuff, because we do care a lot about, Pokemon and the scene and all this stuff, and it's interesting for us, and we wanted to make it interesting for you also to listen to it. And like the cherry on top is just being able to, do it for you guys, for like the free listeners, but also for the patrons, and being able to provide something a little extra. So if you're interested in that, it means a lot.
Yeah, thank you for your kind words. I try to front load it and make it very much a value excuse me, like a value proposition. Yeah, we choked up here.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to the goal in like the pricing of the Patreon is like I want you to not miss it when it's gone, like when that comes onto your billing statement, you're like, oh, $1, what, you can't get anything for $1 anymore.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Yeah, it's
the
just
idea,
the value proposition. And we talk about the $5 tier, right? I think before you used to have a $10 tier, and we discussed, $10 is kind of a, for a lot of people, it can be kind of a chunk of change every month. But if you're the type of person that just like seeing, I listen to a lot of podcasts. If you just like seeing the personalities that you enjoy listening to succeed, like it does go. It's like a tip, right? You're kind of paying us paying Glenn, because you like to hear like the things that he says, the things we say. You enjoy his content. It's like I want you to succeed type thing. It's a kind of a friend of friends type deal.
Yeah.
So it is a big deal. Never think that it's not. Even the $1, never think that it's not a big deal, because any
Yeah.
support is better than no support.
Yeah. And even the free support of just like liking videos and sharing the podcast with people goes a long, long way. We've seen a lot of free growth actually on the Patreon. We've got some, and I'm sure that some of them are bots.
Yes,
But
yes.
there's also been like a huge amount of growth as far as like the free members on the Patreon. And if you didn't know, we do have a free option on Patreon. You don't get access to as much, but you do get the news feed every week, and so you kind of get to see what's going on there. And if that's what interests you, then we welcome you over there in that way. I think we're coming up on 30 active members on the Patreon,
Right on.
and
That's
whether
huge.
it's free or paid.
Yeah,
So
that's huge.
that's a big deal. We appreciate you guys. I appreciate you very, very much,
Yeah,
especially.
Glenn puts so much work into this. It's actually ridiculous how much work he puts
I feel
into
like
keeping this up and doing this. And he's been doing it for such a long time now too. It's like, this is more than just a hobby.
yeah, it feels that way. But hopefully that effort also just comes through in what you see, and not so much like I'm not. This was by the way unplanned. This is going a
No, this
little.
is me interjecting and being like, "Hey, kudos to you for like actually showing up and doing this thing." Because
It
like this
is.
is my first foray into like podcasting and stuff, and I'm sure anybody could tell like I like to talk, but
Yeah.
it's easier to talk than it is to like manage the video and do the sound design, and like even you're trying to get a logo together so you can advertise better, and
Mm-hmm.
just so we can get more ears and I guess eyes too, right, onto this thing. And
Yeah.
we really do, I'm like I said, I'm new to this, even the podcast, but like podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
But we do really care about the things that we talk about, and it is very interesting for us to just we discuss it for hours, sometimes hours before the show even comes on, and
Dude,
then we
yeah.
just talk about the same thing during the show. Like that's like the making the sausage type deal. But
Yeah.
you know,
Someday
it,
I'm gonna record the pre-show and put that
yeah,
out as a
yeah, this
bonus
is
because
just the
it's
pre-show. Yeah, yeah,
sometimes the
that's the
pre-show
$10
itself.
tier is the
Yeah. Sometimes the
genius
pre-show is a podcast in and of itself, man. It's
for real,
wild.
for
All
real.
right. But enough of the Patreon talk. If you guys are interested, that link is in the description. Or once again, you can check it out, patreon.com/terminalcreative. It means more than you know. But let's get into the news. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And we get to start with actually some really cool news. I'm very excited about this. We are, at least I am, a bit of a dirty consumer. And I'm not ashamed about that. This is a new line of picnic and beach supplies over at the Pokemon Center. This comes to us from Pokemon.com, so this is just their official news feed on their website. And actually, let me pull up the Pokemon Center um, actual page because this rules, man. This, this line features heavily like Dragonite and Pelipper, and
Yeah, this stuff is sick.
it's so pretty. It's so cute, man.
The blues, like the whites and the blues on this,
Yes.
and I just like the motifs, like the lighthouse motifs, and Pelipper, underrated, underutilized Pokemon.
Yeah.
Awesome line.
Oh,
This
dude, the
stuff.
cups are already out of stock.
I know. I see
Nightmare
that.
World.
Yeah,
Those
yeah. I
cups
see that.
rule.
They are really cool.
Oh, there's an Ampharos in here too. This is very that's Gen 2, right? Or Gen
Yeah.
4?
No, Gen 2.
Gen 2, the little lighthouse. Oh,
Yeah.
man. This tote is the beach bag is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great.
The cooler
I'm sure this stuff
backpack.
is like quality too, and the pricing is actually really good too.
Yeah.
$30
I would
for
love
the
one of these
tote.
towels. Oh, man.
Yeah, this
The
stuff is
bucket
really
hat's
nice.
pretty cool as well.
The marketing is working on me.
Yeah, listen, man.
Flygon tropical shirt.
They have Pokemon Beach
Brother.
Balls. What the heck? Like the Pokeballs. There's like
Yeah.
a Pokeball, Ultra Ball, Great Ball, and Master Ball. There's a surfing Pikachu plate.
These are really nice, actually. This is like, it's kind of like Hawaiian themed button down shirts and stuff. There's surfing Pikachu.
Yeah, man.
Cooler
Pokemon Center
backpack.
is always putting out really good stuff.
Yeah, the designers over there are like, they're whatever they're on, it's
unbeatable.
Yeah.
A little folding chair. They have a Magic Park pool float. That rules, man.
If you're interested in looking at this stuff,
Yeah, it's
Maybe
just
link
the
in the description.
Yeah, I can drop it in the description. That's
Yeah,
easy.
why not?
Yeah, let me do that. Oh man, I'll have to write
This
that
stuff is
down.
cool. Psyduck floaty. Yeah,
A little side,
I'm
yeah.
in.
It's all so cute. The whole collection is gorgeous, dude. They have some really tiny inseam shorts as well.
Oh baby,
This is easy, like a 3 or 4 inch inseam.
you've
Oh, they're
piqued
for
my
women. That makes
interest.
sense.
Well, not with that attitude.
That's true. I'll wear them.
That's right.
What's your inseam size, Jake? What's your preferred inseam?
I have no idea, but I look good in women's clothing, so
Fair enough. I'll be the judge of that.
I've got some pictures for you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll leave this link in the description. It's a really cool set. It's a pretty extensive one too, because
Yeah, it is. It just keeps going and going.
There's 220 items in this summer collection.
Wow.
A lot of it's still in stock. There is obviously going to be some stuff that's out of stock because it's Pokemon in the year of our Lord 2026.
Truly.
So everything after page 4 is sold out, actually. It looks like.
I see that.
Well.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well.
I see. So it must be like a kind of timed release going
Yeah,
on.
presumably. Definitely limited. I love these color schemes, though. These, like, blues and whites.
Yeah, it's really nice.
There's an ashtray I keep seeing an ad for on Instagram that just it's a really pretty white, and it just says no smoking in a plain blue font in the bottom of it. And I want one so bad.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's very funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah, very pretty collection. Highly advise you check it out. Because Pokemon merch rules, and this is a great way to like. Let's be real here. It's hard to get your hands on Pokemon stuff. If you like Pokemon, like I think if you want to spend money on Pokemon and it be like a reasonable amount of money for a quality product, you can't get a whole lot better than like the Pokemon Center website. I know that kind of goes without saying, but like as a player, right? I am thinking often about like, oh, I really want to get some Pokemon stuff. Like, and I can't get cards for a reasonable price anywhere. So it's like, well, why don't I get a shirt?
Yeah.
Why don't I get some shorts? There's some really cool like stuff in here. There's a little puzzle, and it's so cute. It's got Finizen and Piplup and Quaxley on there. The lazy surfing Pikachu design rocks. It's this very like roller rink style.
Yeah, it's like 90s aesthetic, right?
Very
John knows
much
the name of that. Name of that aesthetic because they had that Porygon arcade box that he likes.
Yes.
It's kind of like that. Definitely like
super cute.
Old nostalgia.
Yeah. Very like hand illustrated. I don't know. And we're not like we're obviously not paid by the Pokemon Center.
Not yet.
Yeah,
never
not yet.
Say never.
True. We'll never run ads on this show though.
No,
that's
not
been
an
part
ad.
of the
Not an ad.
to you. But yeah, like I highly recommend like go get some cool stuff. I would thinking back on it now, looking at it now, realizing that these cups were $15. If I had the foresight, I would have bought like 2 sets of these.
Yeah,
because they're awesome.
Use them all the time.
Yeah.
I drink out of things.
Let me bring out the fine china for you.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Also,
cool.
Shout out the product photography team that's working for Pokemon.
For real.
Very good job. I'm super into product photography. I think it's a very underrated
unsung art. Yeah.
Yeah, truly. That's how a lot of like people that I follow actually got their start. Like a magician that I love, or I don't know if he still does magic very much anymore, but he got big because he was doing product photography for people and a hobbyist magician. And so he ended up getting a deal with a company. I think it was either Illusionist or Murphy's Magic that he was their product photographer officially. And he ended up like making some of his own products and stuff. But like he got started doing product photography. So I really have a deep appreciation for that art.
Yeah, that's like cool. That's like hand models.
Mm-hmm.
People with nice hands doing stuff. Yeah, for sure. I mean, all this stuff is like well represented, and you know you can kind of see the vision.
Yeah, I love the like nondescript sodas that just have Pokemon on them because they can't put a Coke on there.
No, those are the sodas from Target that nobody could get. They just kept a couple for themselves.
Yeah, certainly. All right. Well, if you want that stuff, go check it out over on the Pokemon Center website. It's gonna be pretty good. Let's talk about these two regionals we had though.
Oh baby.
There's some stuff to talk about. I think what I didn't put a lot of details in the doc, but I think the biggest thing I want to talk about is the winning decks out of these two tournaments, because I don't have a ton of details from either Utrecht or Campinas, but we can just kind of we can feel it out. I want to talk about the winners. I want to talk about the meta a little bit, but I don't want to get too much in the weeds.
Sure.
So Campinas was a Brazilian tournament with 1,725 players on May 16th, so 3 days ago. And on the same day in Utrecht in the Netherlands, there was a 2,150 player tournament. And holy smokes, what an interesting turn of events. So I'd like to talk about Campinas first, because I think we can kind of go over it a little faster. The winning deck, or the winning player, was Matthias Matricardi from Argentina with their Hydrapple EX deck. And I've seen a lot of talk about Hydrapple as a deck for a while, but we're finally seeing it kind of come to fruition with a big win, which I'm very interested in. But Jake, let me get your high level thoughts about this Hydrapple list specifically before we kind of get really, really into it.
Um, it's interesting. Hydrapple, I've played against Hydrapple. I understand, right? The deck is it's a grass deck, so it hits big. It wants to move through wants to get all its pieces, use a lot of energy. This deck runs 14 energy. It's running 4 Forest of Vitality. It's running Unfair Stamp. Cypher Maniac Code Breaking, and then your pieces, right? Interesting notes. It's got 2 versions of Bayleaf.
Yep.
It's got the 110 from Mega Evolution, and then 110 HP from Mega Evolution, and then 100 HP from Ascended Heroes. Different attacks.
Yep.
The 110 has a switch effect on its attack, and the other one just does 10 more damage.
Yeah.
2 different versions of Applin also. Go ahead, sorry.
I think this is probably just to, I don't know, man. I can't, like, maybe
I noticed
just
that
like,
they're not running time in this deck, so
I think they're just trying to give an option to their deck without having to play like a repel,
sure.
Because pushing something out of the active spot is still a very strong effect. I don't think we've seen people catch on to it very much. But there's the item card repel, where it makes your opponent switch something of their choice to the active spot. And I think that's a really strong effect. We just haven't seen it since Iron Bundle kind of rotated. So maybe there's something to be said for that. And also the 110 HP, maybe just the damage numbers make it add up really well for like spread decks like Frost Last Monkey Dory, stuff like that. Marnie's Grimmsnarl and the things of the like. Starmie, actually, Mega Starmie. This 110 HP Bayleaf survives 2 Mega Starmie hits from if it's on the bench, which is noteworthy.
For sure. Running it. Go ahead.
The 2 Applin split seems ludicrous to me. I think this person was just like, oh, I've got a bunch of cuties. Let me put them all in there.
Yeah, I mean, functionally, right, Applin is basically like a non-factor. Applin is there to evolve into a Diplin or a Hydrapple.
Yeah.
Right, like that's all it's there for.
Yeah.
The deck runs 2 Meowths, which
reasonable.
You said reasonable?
I think so.
Yeah. Most other types of decks right now are only running 1 as far as I'm aware, so the 2 might just be for consistency's sake.
Yeah. That's not unheard of. I think back when like this effect was present in Sword and Shield, Luminian V had it, and it was like every now and then you'd get somebody who really wanted to just run 2 for consistency. And it seems to have paid off with the double Meowth play here with Hydrapple. So
it came in first, so
I don't know if it ever came up, but like I like the idea of being able to drop a Meowth early to go get a Lilies, and then later on in the late game maybe drop it for a Briar.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Celebi in this as like a first turn type find your stuff card.
First turn going second seems very good with the Celebi.
I'm a little confused about the Bulu though.
I'm not.
Kind of where
I can explain it.
Explain it to me.
Tapu Bulu is for the following. Crustle. That's it.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep, that's it. It prevents being walled out by Crustle, and it does enough damage to blow up even really tanky Crustles. So I think it's a good inclusion.
sure.
And you only need the 2 attachments if you're running Meganium, so you're
Yeah,
fine.
that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is obviously a good list. I think my favorite cards in it are certainly one Cypher Maniac is cool. I love seeing a Briar in this list. I think I don't know, like Hydrapple's cool. It's a cool guy. Just getting to flood the board with energy is always such a fun effect. I remember when in the Sword and Shield era you had the Galarian birds of Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos, where when you played them from your hand, you could attach 2 of their energies to them. And that was always a cool effect. So being able to just on Hydrapple, being able to get it into play in one turn with Force to Vitality and then just power it up really, really fast, like you're just chilling. And especially with that Meganium with the wild growth ability, it's just it's an obvious choice. So cool to see it. Also the art on I wonder how much the SIR is for Hydrapple. Hmm. I'm
I
gonna look
don't
it
know.
up.
I know what it looks like, but I don't know the pricing of it. I think there's a Briar in this list also, which I think is kind of interesting. Very like situation dependent card.
Yeah, it's for your it's just for like you gotta really close out a game with Ogerpon.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I think it's a good thing to have the option for that play. You might not always do it,
Yeah, I guess it's
but
like for the big swing, like I've got well, I guess you can't even use boss. I guess how I maybe I don't really know how to use this in the because the effect is take an extra prize card uh if your Terra Pokemon knocks out a Pokemon this
yep.
turn.
So
But
just
they have to have 2 prizes.
yeah, so I mean your opponent's
But
down to 2
yeah,
prizes and maybe you're down to like 3. And so what you do is you load up an Ogerpon with a bajillion energies and then you um hit Briar and then you blow it up because you've got more energy attached to your guy by virtue of Meganium's wild growth ability. And so you're swinging for enough damage to nuke whatever's in the active spot.
I see. So you're like always
Um,
guaranteeing the 2 prizes is the point because right
yeah,
now there's so many EX Pokemon that it's like
yeah, you can do
you're probably
2 or
taking
even
2
3
anyways. But yeah,
prizes,
okay.
which I
But
think is really
if
valuable.
they have 2 prizes, you're always taking the last 2, right? That's kind of the
Yeah,
point of it.
yes, it is. It's a good way to. The way I see it is, it's a really good equalizer for the prize trade, especially if you've got that Tapu Bulu in there. They're probably like it's just a good tempo play, in
Yeah.
my opinion. So
Worth noting, for this Brazilian regional, like the meta of the regional is a lot more like grass,
mhm.
Raging Bolt. Second place was Drag. Third place was Team Rocket. And then there's it's just like there's no like 4, 5, 6, 7 or Dragapult, right? Every place is a different deck going down this list.
Yeah,
It's very varied. Um, and
there's a lot going on.
yeah, I think it's interesting because the second place is Dragapult, and it's a pretty I wouldn't call it block standard, but it's like
It's
it's
like the
got
usual suspects.
yeah, it's got some tech.
It's got the ace spec, the prime catcher is neat.
Yeah, it's running Area Zero. But
True, that is very interesting.
into this Hydra, like I haven't played Hydra, but I understand, like I said, how it works. Um, and I should go and watch the match when it comes. I looked and didn't see it, but if they put out the match, I would like to go and watch it because just to see how the player is playing it. It seems pretty consistent. Like they have a line and they're gonna play it. But other than that, I don't know that I have that much to say about it. On TCGL I used the like preset decks. The Mega Venusaur is kind of the alternate to a deck like this,
Yeah,
where you have Meganium and you're just loading everything up, and the Mega Venusaur ability allows you to move energy from Pokemon to other Pokemon as many times as you want in a turn. So just being able to I guess, navigate the board in that way. I like to do that with Mega Venusaur. I'm wondering kind of if you have to be more directed in how you place your energies with this deck than with a Mega Venusaur deck.
Yeah, definitely, because you don't have that ability to just fix your energy locations.
Yeah. Have you played like a Hydro deck? Do you experiment with the grasses?
I I experiment with the grasses,
Oh
buddy.
yeah.
Um, I have not tried a Hydrapple. I played Mega Venusaur when it came out because it was projected that it was going to be a really interesting control deck, and I like that a lot. But I never really did anything with Hydrapple. I might have to try it this week, honestly. I'm sure I'll be seeing a lot more on the ladder because it just fixes your numbers. It cheats you another extra energy into play, which is effectively another 2 extra energy into play every turn. So now the like it's exponential growth, right? Between Meganium and Hydrapple and Teal Mask, right? So you've got 1 attached per turn, which is actually 2. Then you've got a Teal Mask Ogerpon. That's 4. You've got a second Teal Mask, 6. Then you've got also your Hydrapple. That's 8. 8 energy on in 1 turn by playing 4 cards. And just having those guys in play. And then suddenly your damage that you're doing, because you've got 8 energy in play, you're doing 30 plus 240, so you're hitting 270 in 1 turn. It's a very low to the ground attacker. And then
Yeah.
yeah,
And I
I
guess it
just
doesn't rely on Meganium to stack its effect on Hydrapple. It can stack it like you basically use, I guess, yeah, you're basically using the Ogre Pawns as the steroids. So like if your Hydrapple does get KO'd, you can move your Ogre Pawns in and they are already loaded because
yeah.
those Pokemon are actually reliant on the energy attached to the Pokemon, whereas Hydrapple is attached to all Pokemon.
Yes.
Um, so I guess that's like the main difference then, yeah.
Yeah, certainly. It's interesting because the attackers themselves are very low to the ground, but the board state is really tumultuous because it really hinges on that Meganium and making sure that you have energy on all your guys.
Yeah, Meganium is such an important card in decks like this.
Um, but I think it having the Hydrapple in there with its ability kind of curves that a little bit. So it's really just hedging your bets, pardon the pun. Um,
Snip,
but
snip.
yeah. So I think it's a cool deck. I think Hydrapple, it's been due for some love. By the way, that SIR for Hydrapple, like $30.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, super cool. And the art is awesome. It's like that cave drawing.
Yeah. I've seen it. It's very like Egyptian-esque.
Yeah, certainly. So that's really exciting. The meta in Brazil, like you said, very grass centric. Lots of Bolt, lots of Pult. Some Ogre Pawn box stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really have
Mewtwo,
much to say
Team
about that.
Rocket, right? Lots of Team Rocket.
Yeah. People are listen, man, we've got to start getting these people in check.
Just
we have to start understanding that Rocket is not a good deck.
yeah. It's it's basically like on the back foot on all of its matchups, right? Like it's just
It
you're fighting for survival.
I just don't know how we got here.
I do.
Whatever, man. More importantly and more excitingly, I think, is the results of the Utrecht Regional.
For sure.
I because this is this is an archetype we haven't seen before. And also right now is one of the most expensive decks in the format, which is crazy.
Oh, is it? How much is it? I didn't actually look.
$42.
Oh yeah.
So we are looking at first of all, congratulations to Misoslav Poledny. Yeah, Poledny. From the Czech Republic. Congratulations on your win with Mega Lopunny and the Dunsparce.
The
This
Dunsparce
plays a 3/3 Mega Lopunny line, and then 2/2. Wait, hold on. What's happening here? Why do we have 2 different Dunsparces?
See, that's what I'm saying.
This is silly.
So from what I understand, right, the Dunsparce or I'm sorry, the Dunsparces in the wild, they're kind of hard to get. The 70 HP Dunsparce are kind of hard to get, so people are just
Oh,
using
is that why they're $3 a piece?
yeah, yeah. There's like not a lot of them out there, so people are just running
This
the
guy?
60. Yeah, that guy specifically.
Wild.
They're running the 60 HP, which is actually kind of nerfs their bench when they're on because of drags and stuff like that.
Yeah, true. I don't
So
know. Free retreat's good.
I mean, if they're running time, then it would be good, but they're not. So
True. Missed opportunity.
honestly,
That actually is a funny tech. I want to see somebody.
I
do
really
it.
want to. I really want to, just for the meme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fan Rotom is an obvious inclusion here. Very
yeah, Fan
good.
Rotom really good here. The Abra, I have actually watched this deck play, and the
Yeah.
Abra is a really cool tech card.
It's so
The
sick.
abilities Teleporter allows you to shuffle Abra and all attached cards back into your deck, so you can just use it. It's basically like the Runaway Draw, just without the drawing bit.
Yep.
Which allows you to shuffle, or not shuffle, but like push Megalopony back into the active, so you're able to like retreat Air Balloon,
Yeah.
Abra, and then just go and hit. The deck also runs the Moltres, which is kind of the only outlier in terms of the way the deck plays.
Wait,
like what the
repeat
deck
that.
is
I'm
trying
sorry.
to do.
I missed it.
Oh, it runs a Moltres.
Oh yeah,
Which
Moltres
is
makes sense, I guess. You're running a colorless deck, so it's good to have something for your grass decks.
yeah, and he's playing into a lot of grass, right?
Yeah,
Presumably, yeah.
lots
On
of
his way up,
grass.
yeah.
Grass
Yeah,
stocks are high right now.
There's a lot of Teal Mask and Raging Bolt in just a couple Crustals I see coming down the line. So
Mega Diancie.
I
Down.
see the Mega Diancie.
I do love Mega Diancie.
I see it.
But yeah,
a lot of drag in this top 16 though. Like,
dude, yeah. Europeans love Dragapult.
honestly, who doesn't?
Me.
Oh, okay. You're not European.
I don't know. It's fine. I like it. I miss. I'm a hipster, so I miss when it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Abra tech is cool. One really cool thing about the Abra tech is that it also lets you to recycle enriching energy more often.
Yeah, the enriching energy here is like, I saw this. Where did I see this? When I was looking at all of the standard cards in like that are available right now, which is 2,966. In case you didn't,
you're
know.
a madman for that, by the way.
The enriching energy is really interesting with like the Dunsparce and stuff, because you just draw 8 cards,
draw 1 million billion cards.
You're finding all your pieces at any time. Which makes this deck interesting.
Another noteworthy thing about this deck, it is straight consistency cards.
Yeah.
4 Hilda, 4 Wally's Compassion, 4 Boss's Orders, 3 Lily's Determination, 4 Pokegear, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Pokepad, 3 Buddy Buddy Poffin, 3 Air Balloon, 3 Battle Cage. That's all the trainers, man.
Yeah,
it's all 4 ups and 3 ups.
The Wally's Compassion is insane in this deck because of the enriching energy. Also, like you're drawing a billion. And also just like for survivability for your Lopunnies, because they're taking so much punishment just by being like the heavy hitters of the deck, so they have to survive so many things.
I think what we'll come to realize as a community of competitors is that stage 1 decks are always going to be the best decks in format. Obviously, like, there's been some really extremely potent stage 2 decks in recent history. I'm not ignoring that. But I'm saying that the best stage 1 deck smokes the best stage 2 deck usually.
Yeah, just by virtue of tempo, right? Just by virtue of getting online faster.
That's why the V-Star Pokemon were so good. It's why V-Max Pokemon were so good, because you're only having to take that one off turn, and usually, like, this is the kind of stuff that changes the meta from going first to going second, or from going second to going first.
Yeah.
Because then suddenly, oh, you Badooed me turn 1 going second. Well, I'm Gale Thrusting you for 230 damage turn 2 going first.
Yeah.
Please retaliate. You know, like.
Yeah, for sure.
That
and actually, like, to your point about, yeah, being like hyper aggro, right? I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
Oh, you're good.
the just off the top of my head, Mega Greninja EX, the card coming out, has 350 HP, which is a
350.
stage 2 Pokemon. This Mega Lopunny has 330 HP,
Yeah.
right? It's only 20 less. You're getting online faster. Presumably, like, this deck doesn't run any rare candy because you just have a bunch of stage 1 Pokemon. So, like,
Yeah.
you
Don't
don't
need it.
need to put those resources into building the deck. So you can use those slots to find more consistency in keeping your Pokemon alive. And you just, like, yeah, steamroll, right? You just, to your point, like, go
Yeah.
on the offensive really early.
Yeah. I hope we see more of this Megalopony stuff because I do think it has that kind of potential to shift the meta in that way, to be more aggressive, more go first, and then you're putting more decks on the back foot that are like want to go second. You're taking the advantage of like, oh, most decks I play against want to go second. I'll go first and do it better than anybody else. And I think that's a really smart way to play.
Yeah, it'd be
So
good. It's interesting because, like, Mega Lopunny falls into, at least like in the video game, falls into like a similar archetype that Mega Lucario does. And the Mega
yes,
Lucario decks that I've seen they're pretty fun to play, but they're very like simplistic in what they're trying to do. Um, I know you're like, Hariyama is fake or whatever, but like the things that those decks put into kind of do what it does, which is like load up your bench, right? You're hitting heavy onto like Mega Kings, and you're just trying to be threatening on the board.
yeah,
It does that very well, and I think, right. I don't think Mega Lucario is necessarily like the meta monster that like something like Drag is, but
right,
definitely something to like look out for. How as we maybe see more Megaloponies, like fighting type decks, obviously like Garchomp, um,
yeah.
things like that come in. The meta is so in flux right now with this new set coming out. Greninja, obviously, bigger Greninja, obviously going to be something that people are frothing at the mouth to play.
Oh yeah,
So just figuring out kind of how everything fits together. We keep talking about like people getting off their grass so we can play more Enzoroark, so we can play,
yeah.
so have something to play into Dragapult to, but as it shakes out, as the sifter kind of tosses the chaff from the wheat, as it were,
Sure.
um, it'll be interesting to see how, who kind of comes out on top.
Yeah. I find it also so interesting that this succeeded so much because its only weakness, fighting type Pokemon, isn't doing well.
No, yeah,
Cynthia's Garchomp and Mega Lucario are non-existent in the format right now. Like you
yeah,
see a couple of them popping up, but they're not getting consistent results. They're definitely like one of the losers of the format.
yeah.
So fundamentally you're at an advantage when your weakness doesn't matter because then and this is all like typing theory and like
Right.
kind of heady stuff, but like then you're effectively playing a dragon type.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because colorless isn't strong against anything, so you're getting the benefits of dragon typing in the sense that you have no weakness and you're not like strong against anything, but you have a really potent attack and really good support. Also, playing Fan Rotom, any deck that can play Fan Rotom right now is good. It is like
Yeah,
it has
Fanworm is
potential to be
so
good.
strong, right?
It's such a broken card, man. It's
Yeah.
so good. Being able to get the Dunsparces or just Dunsparces, being able to get your Baneri and a Dunsparce, or two Baneris and a Dunsparce, or a Baneri and two Dunsparces, like just getting the whole
I want you
squad
to,
together.
I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah,
Go down to number 33, Owen Kamerman,
yeah.
and look at their deck list.
I'm trying to find it from yeah.
This deck list is virtually identical,
Yep.
except for what do you notice that's different in this deck?
It's only 3/3 to Dunsparce,
There's
and
one
it's a
other.
fourth Lily's Determination.
There's one other difference.
One, yes, they went from 3 Battle Cage to 2, and included one of my favorite cards right now, Nighttime Mime.
Nighttime Mine. So I sent this. While I was perusing the Infinite article of standard cards, I saw this card. I'd never seen this card before, and I was like, I sent it to Johnny. I was like, is this what do you think about this? He's like, it's fake. But seeing it in these formats, in this like in between kind of meta, but as it starts to shake out right before this uh new set comes out, like it's very validating to be like, yeah, okay, there's something to it, like being able to look at
Yes.
the card and be like, there's something to it. It's good. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's of course, especially in a tempo deck like this, when you have a really low to the ground attacker that you can get set up really fast. You're like, okay, I'm getting set up really fast. I'm going to make you take an extra turn to get set up.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting though that this person placed so low considering the first place is virtually an identical deck.
Yeah, that's just like
And but
matchup
like
variance.
but
I'm
like
sure.
the top 100 is so Terra focused. Like there's a ton of Terra Pokemon in this. So maybe
Yeah,
just like having the three battle cages is so much more consistent with the Monkey Dories and stuff.
Monkey Dories and
Um
Dusknoirs. Yeah,
yeah, maybe they just like never found the nighttime mine or something. It just wasn't impactful in that way. But
could
it's
be.
I would be so interested in knowing kind of what happened along the way that
Yeah,
there's such a variance in placement.
yeah, and that stuff sometimes you can just chalk up to like, oh, I got a bad match or a dead drew or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, I think that list could have easily won. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I mean, Pokemon, right, is such a, we talked about before, it's so luck dependent, right? You're talking about a card game, is so luck dependent.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes you just get unlucky. Anything else you want to talk about as far as, I know we talked about their first place, as far as like any, let's say like top 16s
Um,
for either of these,
One thing I think is funny is Rocket's Honchkrow making it with the Rocket supporters.
yeah.
Nothing else really to say about that. I'm always happy to see a Mega Diancie have a result, and that was in not Utrecht, but the Brazilian tournament
Mm-hmm.
had a Mega Diancie. I love that deck. I love Diancie as a Pokemon. I used to have it in my phone case, but then my phone case broke, so now I'm just raw
RP.
phone.
Yeah. A
But
lot of cool
yeah,
decks. I'm so happy to see, like it really is, uh, one of the first things that I said about learning Pokemon is like any deck could beat any deck, right? It's
yeah,
so up in the air.
yeah,
Like obviously there's like better and worse matchups, but it feels good to know that like there's no wrong choice in bringing whatever deck you want to play into a room, like anything can
yes.
happen.
Yeah, the format's like in a solid spot right now. There's obviously something to be said about the strength of Dragapult right now, but I don't think the format is chopped the way so many people would seem to think.
No.
Also, if you
I
look at
wonder
like
how much
seniors
of
and
it.
juniors, you'll notice like seniors for Utrecht, Crustle won. Juniors, Slowking, Slowking won, which is
Yeah,
awesome.
okay.
So I don't know.
Um
There's stuff to play. Don't be a baby.
I wonder how much of the current meta is like people just don't want to, like people learned how to play Dragon Ball, they just don't want to get another deck. Like
Yeah,
how much of it is
that's
just like
got to
straight
be a lot of
laziness
it.
because it's so good and they're like, oh, it's just so good. Like why would I play anything else? Like who knows what's gonna
Yeah,
happen?
it's the devil you know. You
Yeah,
know.
true.
So certainly something to be said for that. All right. Anything else you want to say, or can we move on?
No, I'm kind of surprised at how frequently there are regionals, I guess, around the world because
Yeah.
we talked about it before. Went to Orlando one on April 4th, and there's been well, there's another one in Mexico on the 4th, but there's been one, two, three, four, five, six regionals since
Yeah.
then, and that's like a month and a half time.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
cool.
I love how frequent the regionals are. I wish we could also get states tournaments.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I
Yeah,
think that would be awesome. A great way to like get your points and also get more opportunities for local play. Because I mean,
yeah,
I haven't been to a regional since last year's Atlanta, and I was much more capable of going to regionals when we had them in Charlotte.
yeah.
So I'm often missing out on tournaments because I just can't travel.
Hmm.
So states would be something to really, really help supplement the gameplay for me. But
Yeah.
oh, what is that? There's a car outside that has really strong bass coming through their speakers
Oh,
right now. I
well,
didn't know if it picked up on the
there's a
mic.
police person in the distance over here, so
Maybe they're chasing my guy.
oh,
Who's to say?
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Jurisdictions. Expanded.
You
Since
have
last
no
time I
power
checked.
here. All right, let's move on to our Corbin Hostler article this week.
Oh, baby.
This is a 6-day old article. Obviously,
Mhm.
we're recording a day later than we normally do, if not 2 days later, really. There's a lot happening. We're recording on the
with us.
19th, so these prices are subject to have changed by the time you hear about it. And as usual, this is not financial advice.
Don't buy these cards.
Don't buy. Please don't buy these cards, man. Also, the usual disclaimer that this article is almost certainly written by AI, so there's bound to be some misinformation on it.
You know.
All right, Jake. What Pokemon could possibly be the very first thing on a list from Corbin Hostler? It's Gengar.
No, okay, Gengar.
It's Gengar. It always has been. This is a Pokemon. This is the Gengar from Fossil, the Holo Rare. It is, let's see here. Right now, the market price is $362.26. At the time of this being written, so May 13th, it had just gotten, well, there was a little spike from May 4th to May 7th. The first edition went from 287 to 334, and the unlimited holo went from 202 to
201 to 202.
201 to 202, yeah. So if you had the unlimited edition holo foil, I guess enjoy your extra $1. But for anybody who had the first edition, there's a decent little bump. It's hard to call it a spike, but I guess it does qualify. So, and since then it's come down a little bit, gone back up, but right now, right there at 362.26, I don't really care about this card.
No, this is like a legacy card, right? This is one of those cards that's always going to be kind of expensive because they're not making it anymore, and you can only find the things that are already opened, or you're buying very expensive packs that you should keep sealed and not open.
This is your Unk Slop card. Like,
yeah, for real. Yeah.
This is for Johnny.
It actually is. It actually is. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
For real.
But like,
this is like the Charizard I gave him where he freaked out, and I was like, it's not even a first edition, dude. Like, this is an expensive card, but it's not like God's gift to Charizard or anything.
Yeah.
But there's that old nostalgia, and it's always going to be like that. It's a cool card for what it is, but it's not my favorite by far.
Yeah. It's a symptom of the overall problem. But I mean, I don't know, $300 for this. There's worse ways to spend. Well, if you're like a really big Gengar collector,
I don't know if there is worse ways to spend $300.
I can think of one or two, but they're not worth talking about.
I could put that $300 towards a Switch 2 before the price goes up.
That's true, and you should, in fact. For the reminder, that happens September 1st. So if you missed last week, September 1st, get your Switch 2 before then. Get your copy of Pokopia for $500 with it. If the bundle is $500, worth doing. Next up is the Dragonite Holo Rare from Fossil. Also, this is right now $304.98, up from, at the time of this article's being made, probably $263. So a nice little $38 increase. That's for the first edition, and then the unlimited is literally went up $1. So this is a little cutesy Dragonite with the hand over his mouth.
Oh, who me? Dragonite? Who me?
Oh, me.
I like this card. It's not my favorite Dragonite card. I think this is actually the first Dragonite printing.
Really?
If I'm remembering correctly.
All right, I'm gonna fact check you.
Fact check me live on air.
Dragonite.
In this recording.
I gotta oh god. This is the first Dragonite. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I got it right. Yeah, cool card. I don't, once again, another one of those your unc's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah. I think the non-holo this is actually better. Is that a hot take?
No, I think the old holos, they were trying to cook, but it wasn't. Some of them weren't working out for sure.
I don't think the holo foil is bad, but I like the base art is like this Dragonite is sitting on a road next to like a grassy field and the sun is shining down, and that really doesn't. You don't get that at all.
Yeah, no, you don't get that at all. This is like a Dragon Tales background.
Yeah, It's
That's a
just
deep cut for you '90s kids.
I know Dragon Tales. I was
Yeah,
alive during
yeah,
Dragon Tales, and
yeah.
I'm a Y2K kid.
Don't talk to me anymore.
Sorry about it. January of 2000. So
Okay,
I just barely
you're
made the cut.
honorary. You're honorary.
I am, yeah. I was like in a poor family as well, so by virtue of like we didn't have the money, I was a '90s kid.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, this is a cool Dragonite. First ever printing of Dragonite. I might have this guy. I think it's the unlimited, but still,
You know,
cool guy. I like him. Up next, wouldn't you believe it? More Gen 1. It's Blaine's Charizard from Gym Challenge. It's the Holo Rare. Now,
this is an expensive card.
this is an expensive card. It is right now $894.61, up from, oh, would you look at that? $894.61. Is the price spike in the room with us, Jake?
It must be.
I'm struggling to see.
The call is coming from inside the price spike.
Yeah. I guess the unlimited went up from $474 to $520. Sure. Whatever.
Yeah. That's got to be it, right? Like
that has to be it.
Holo Edition's been steady for the last month or so.
Yeah. So
that's kind of a weird like thing to focus on.
Yep.
Is that
certainly?
What do you think about this card?
It's fine. I don't have any attachment to it, so I don't care.
Do you like Charizard?
No. Oh, all right. I said this on the show before.
Okay.
And I'll say it again, and I'll say it constantly. I grew up, I was not allowed to watch Pokemon. So you know what I did instead? I was like, I'm gonna find another show or like game or toy that lets me have a little ball that turns into a critter. So
you're a Bakugan guy?
Yeah.
No.
I still love Bakugan. I'll put that on while I'm editing.
Bakugans
sometimes.
are like the toys are cool, but the show is trash.
I disagree. I think the show ruled.
Okay.
But that's
maybe I didn't watch enough Bakugan to know. Because Bakugan falls into the vein of like it's like Beyblade but Digimon but Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love Beyblade anime too. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
yeah, sure.
No, in the first like 3 episodes, you're like, oh, my toys are gaining sentience. Turns out they're aliens from another world, and also there's like a crime ring of this guy who's like going around and sending people's now living companions to the Doom dimension.
Oh, the Doom, yeah, okay, the Shadow Realm for Bakugan, yeah, okay.
Also with the most satanic looking card art ever in the this honestly. Children's show on the Doom card.
What's funny about Bakugan to me is if I remember right, they had like the most 2000s like CGI on the like when the little sentient toys were like floating around. They were like
they were CGI.
They're like it's CG on
they looked good. They were stylized well.
No, yeah, for sure. But it's like funny to me that like that's where their budget went. Like it's just
and the toys were sweet as well. But like
the toys are the coolest part of that thing.
Yeah. But so when I was a kid, everybody was like hyping up Charizard as this cool like fire dragon. And I was like, is he? Because I'm sitting here looking at Dragonoid from Bakugan. And I'm like, that's a dragon.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, that's a very 2000s kid take though.
Well,
that's a very 2000s kid take.
If the shoe fits, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Charizard is objectively cool. I don't necessarily care for this Charizard card. I think it's an interesting like for those who aren't looking at it, it's like kind of a zoomed in. If you think of like the classic Charizard kind of second gen Charizard art where he's like standing up straight, so he's like breathing fire out. It's not the first gen where he's like leaning over, so he's standing up straight, breathing fire. It's like a zoomed in perspective on his face and like his wings and fire. So it's
it's really fine composition.
It is. But it's that second wave. Something about that second wave of art didn't hit as hard for me. You know what I'm talking about? Like the
you said it did or didn't?
It didn't. No, it didn't hit for me as hard as like Gen 1. It's like how would you say? It's like gold and silver era
Yeah, Gen 2
art of
stuff.
like Gen 1 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think I know what you mean by that.
you
It
know what I mean? Like
definitely,
his art style changed
yeah.
between Gen 1 and Gen 2. It got a little softer, and I
Oh,
think I
is that
didn't like that
Sugimori?
as much. Yeah, it is Sugimori. Ken
Okay, yeah.
Sugimori.
Well, I think it's like it's that kind of it's the sequel disease, right?
Mm,
Where the first time around we were like kind of figuring out what we are, and the second was like, okay, we're gonna try to expand on it, and then you're like, oh, that's not where we wanted to go, so we're gonna
yeah,
rein it
yeah.
back in, and that's kind of what they did with the card art, I think.
They
Um,
overcorrected in Gen 3 also, because then it became like early mid 2000s, like anime eyes on everything, and
yeah,
they were definitely finding themselves again.
and they're still finding
So
themselves, which is I think cool.
absolutely,
But like, I don't know, Charizard's fine. I do think it is corny that he's a dragon when his name is clearly like Charizard, like
yeah.
lizard.
He's a lizard. Yeah,
He's a lizard. That's the whole thing. Why are you painting him as a dragon, brother?
he's not even a dragon type.
Whatever. Um, but sure, yeah. Um, Charizard's fine. But
Yeah,
this card is cool. If you want to pay $900 for it, I'm not going to try to stop you.
you could buy like a Switch 2 3/4 though.
Yeah, you can buy a Switch too. Um, you can subscribe to the Patreon.
You could, in fact, that would
Have you seen?
pay part of Glenn's mortgage probably.
Yeah. Well, it paid my rent. Let's be realistic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You'd help me
Let me.
move because I should be moving actually at the end of this month.
No. There you go.
Which is
In
exciting.
the lifestyle for which you've become accustomed.
That's right. I want to buy a house.
Don't
Make
we
no
all,
mistake.
brother?
I want to. Someday I will. Hopefully the next place that we rent will be the last place we rent. That's the plan.
That's the dream.
Yeah. Up next is actually a really, really interesting one. I'm
This
excited
one I
about
can
it.
get behind. This one I might say, hey, go buy this card.
This one I will not tell you to buy what to do with the money. But
actually, you know what you should do? You should go sell this card, because if you have this card, you've just gained like $15 on having it.
So this is the Alolan Meowth promo from the Sun and Moon promos. This is Nasty Plot Meowth or Alolan Meowth. Now the regular art is like $4 right now, but between May 4th and May 7th, it went from $6.66 for the holo up to $17.07, and it's now right around $18.36. I think this card rules. As someone who's just started playing through Gen 7 again, I like Alola a lot.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see this Alolan Meowth. It's got a lot of attitude. It's a very nice, like, scenic, beachy vista behind it. The hibiscus flowers are very prominent at the front of the card. I think this is a beautiful piece of art.
This is a beautiful card.
And it's apparently like it's just because it was like a really niche product that it became rare. It was only available in like the Guardians Rising Collector's Album 2, like the 2-pack blister. And so it wasn't opened really heavy, according to this article. So I mean, it's worth looking through your collection, see if you have one of these guys in a binder or in your bulk box somewhere.
I was gonna ask, like, did something happen in GLC where like
Nope.
whatever this card does is like getting discovered as good or something? But no, if it's just like people didn't want the Alolan Meowth when it was coming out, now people want the Alolan Meowth.
Yeah, certainly. It's very interesting. And like you're not going to find a bunch of listings on like TCG Player or anything like that. But or at least if you are, like I'm seeing all like damaged holo foils and like heavily played holo foils because people literally were just like just not doing anything. Also, near mint copies of this card are going for way more, by the way.
Yeah, like $50, right?
The ones that I'm seeing listed are $89.94, $89.95, and $482.68.
Wow. That's a price spike.
That's a price spike, baby. So, very noteworthy. I'm pretty sure I have this card. I'm gonna have to pull it out of the bulk box.
Yeah.
Gorgeous art. Very cool character. Hopefully I can get this guy. I know exactly what box it's in, by the way.
Sassy.
Yeah, very sassy. I like the Alolan Meowth. I like the Meowths. They're cool guys.
Yeah.
That's a Gen 1 guy I can get behind.
That one can talk.
Yeah. Certainly. All right. Only a couple more to talk about here, and I do mean a couple, just two. Mega Lucario EX, the special illustration for Air from Mega Evolution. Did a little jump and then came back down. It's nothing crazy.
Diddle little.
Did a little. Diddled a little. Oh, maybe not.
Wait a second.
Pause.
This card is cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like this card.
This is...
I wouldn't pay $235 for it.
No.
But I would pull it out of a pack for $10.
Oh, yeah. Certainly. This is very much like what happened with this card when they were like making the art direction. What they realized is that they were like, yo, remember the Crown Zenith Mewtwo and Star and Charizard?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Let's try to do it again. And
let's see if we still got it.
And they do still got it, to be fair. The art goes bananas.
Yeah, this card goes hard.
I love the comic book energy swirlies are in all the mega cards. I think they rule.
My biggest question about this card is how did Mega Venusaur get up there?
Well, he's in Lumiose, right? So I guess he Spider-Man with his vine whips.
Took the stairs.
He took the stairs.
Something else in this card, actually, it's kind of hard to see because it almost blends in with the aura of that Mega Lucario, but there's a Mega Latios in this card.
Really?
Yeah. It's behind the aura jab text at the kind of near the
that little
right
purple
corner. Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of interesting. There's also this weird, it's hard for me to tell what it is, but there's something in the bottom left.
There's a Mega Kangaskhan.
It's a Mega Kangaskhan, yeah.
A Mega Mawile.
Yeah. This card goes hard. I love cards like this where there's also stuff in the background. There's a Mega Abomasto.
And Mega Manectric.
And yeah.
Oh, curious. I've just noticed these things.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's why we need the art release set, man.
Dude, yeah.
This is why we need the art release set. Because cards like this, I mean, there would be $1 billion, but this is blow it up and put it on your wall type art, you know?
This is a poster. I would love this on a poster. I love
cards like this.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, cool card.
I wouldn't...
And playable.
Yeah. Sure.
You know.
235, 58, 56 if you want it. Go crazy, man. Your money.
Don't buy this card. Pull it for $10.
Yeah, pull it for $10. Or don't.
Or don't.
It's your money.
It's 50-50, right?
All right. Last one on the list is curious to see it. Curious to see it making moves because it's an older card. This is the Celebi B ultra rare, the not Galarian, not Trainer Gallery, but the secret illustration rare before they were really called that, of Celebi V from Fusion Strike, which this is a cool card. I think it's very pretty, but it went up from about 79 and it is now sitting comfortably at 98.04. I think it's pretty. That's what, the Snow Point, or is that a different location? I can't tell.
This would be this is was it Eterna Forest in the winter, maybe?
I don't know, because it's
or it could be, what is the place in Sinnoh?
I don't know. Sorry, fake Sinnoh head.
Yeah, me too. There's a temple in Sinnoh that you can get a Celebi at, and I think there's a tree there too.
Could be.
And that's in the mountains also.
Yeah.
It could be any one of those things.
This is a very pretty card. This is a very Christmassy card for me, actually, weirdly enough.
I could see that.
Even though it's Celebi making springtime happen.
Yeah, onions.
I get the Christmas vibe from this because of all the fairy dust, I think.
I think honestly what I think that you might be getting some of is that kind of snow blue coming off of the background also, the kind of winter at night type.
Yeah,
kind of
even though it's
whiteness.
In the daytime, you can see a blue sky in the background.
Yeah. It's like snow and shadow, I should say.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Kind of interesting.
Very cool. Very pretty. Yeah. This is another poster.
Yeah. How do you feel about Celebi, as a Pokemon?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I like Celebi.
I'm pro Celebi.
My first interaction with the Pokemon anime was that I was in a doctor's office um, a long, long time ago. It's a doctor's office I've never been to since. And or maybe it was. It might have been like an orthopedic doctor. I was a child, and the first thing I ever saw of Pokemon was the Celebi movie, and I distinctly remember the line where they're like using the dark balls to catch other people's Pokemon and stuff.
Pokemon Forever is the name of the movie.
Yes.
That movie goes so hard, dude.
I remember distinctly the line like, "What is she doing?" And it's like, "Celebi's building a nasty nest." And like, what is happening right now? But like that line sticks out in my head. It is in there.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Celebi's cool.
The
Time
plot
travel
of that
rocks.
Yeah, the plot of that movie is actually bonkers, but it actually makes for like a kind of cool movie.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Big fan.
Definitely. And of course, this just is the price spike is included with it being a Fusion Strike set. You know, Fusion Strike is going to keep going up for a while, unfortunately.
Why is that?
It is just because the Sword and Shield sets are going up and up, and Fusion Strike is how you get all of the Mew VMAX cards. That's the biggest reason. So, rising tides and raising all ships and things like that.
I got you.
But yeah, that's the Corbin Hostler article this week from TCG Player. What else is next? We can talk about the LinkedIn real quick because it's getting a little late for me.
Sure.
We're both on the East Coast.
You know,
looking at LinkedIn right now from the Pokemon Company International, as well as the Millennium Print Group. We've got a couple of not cards, goodness gracious, jobs that have been posted in the past week. Let's see. There's a corporate counsel job for TPCI, a category manager for technology, a global consolidation accountant, an application security engineer, a trans creation specialist in Spanish and English bilingual, a licensing operations coordinator, which always excites me. I love that. Senior systems engineer for client services technical lead, a business operations analyst, bilingual Japanese English, then a senior project manager, royalty, and participation audit. Out of those, what do you think is the most exciting?
It's got to be the licensing, right?
Yeah, always. It's always the licensing. Licensed products are my favorite thing to see from Pokemon. Like anytime somebody's like, "Oh, we're gonna make a Pokemon thing now," and it's like a company you didn't think, it's like it's Yeti Coolers making a Pokemon collab,
Yeah.
or something ridiculous like that. They're gonna make the Swalot Yeti Cooler or something. But yeah, it's always the licensing stuff. Previously, when we've seen things like this, it's been a couple of a substantial, probably like 6 months before a major collab has been announced. So what this tells me is, keep an eye out on the next couple of months. We're going to see a pretty important collab coming up. And I think that actually lines up almost perfectly with the 30th anniversary exactly. So,
yeah.
Because, let's see, I'm going to look it up right now. Pokemon TCG 30th anniversary date. That should be, that's not true. September. So yeah, we'll probably, this might actually be the one that we're seeing just in time for September. So who's to say?
Say? Yeah,
that is also based out of London in the UK. So
yeah, interesting. The qualifications that they're asking for this position are kind of egregious, but for what they're paying it. But I do think that there's a lot of like play in the space, right? Like just being able to, you apply for everything. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But totally, like the name a brand and then ask yourself if they would turn down a Pokemon collaboration, and the answer is always no.
Yeah.
Because Pokemon prints money.
Yeah.
And so, like, right, there's Pokemon Lego. It took 1 billion years for that to happen, but it finally happened.
Yeah. They finally got over the Mega Blocks, or now Mega Constructs brand deal.
Yeah.
And the Mega Constructs looks better, but
it actually does. It's wild. It actually does. That might be a hot take. That might be a hot take, but it kind of feels like the Legos were rushed out.
Yeah.
Like the designs were rushed out. I was actually at a Lego store today and saw they had like a pre-made build of the Venusaur Charizard Blastoise stand. That thing is huge, first of all. Second of all, the amount of detail that is in that set is not as much as you want. It looks really cool, but the set is so huge that I would want, like, I would rather have like a cool Charizard by itself that is like, like on the side of a volcano or something,
Yeah.
or like a Blastoise that's in a pond or, whatever it is, or like like a small build Squirtle, War Turtle Blastoise in like a
Yeah.
diorama type deal.
I think that'd be cool.
Um,
I think me and Johnny talked about this when that was first announced. So, but it's been a while, so I'll talk about it a little more. I think what I arrived at my conclusion is that the sets didn't look Lego enough.
that's interesting. Yeah,
In the
I
sense
agree.
in the sense that like they made them want to. They were like, oh, let's try really hard to make this look exactly like Pokemon
Yeah.
and not like a Lego product. Because what I would want from a Lego Pokemon collab is, and not necessarily exactly this, right? But my thought is, give me like they did with Ben 10 and they did with Bionicle and they did with like Hero Factory, is like,
Mm.
give me these action figures of my favorite creatures from Pokemon,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I can have my own little battles with them and put them at a reasonable
Yeah.
price point,
Huh.
put them like one per set, and just make a whole line of them. And I'm sure, of
Yeah.
course, that like TPCI was a big part of this. A big part of like
Yeah.
why their product
Yeah.
structure was the way it was. But I think like if you do that, first of all, let's see, there's 1,025 Pokemon. Price all of them at $10 a piece. There's $10,000. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
That's
interesting. I hadn't heard you talk about this before. That's
yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
They
Legofy them. Yeah.
make them
Because
look
you're
more like
right.
Lego. They look like they're trying
Yeah.
way
You're
too hard
right.
to just be like a clean, squeaky clean, like display thing removed from the identity of what Lego is.
Yeah.
They're trying too
Yeah. They're
hard to
they're
be.
Pokemon and Lego. It's not Lego being Pokemon, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's precise. Like you gotta make it look. Because I also saw like some like Lego Pokemon mocks, which
Yeah.
mocks are like my own creations.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the community, I'm involved.
No. Yeah.
I'm a Lego kid.
Well, actually.
Well, actually, yeah. And like, and even what are they called? There's another brand that's like not quite Lego, like legally distinct from
Mhm.
Lego, that does like miniature,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
almost like
I know which one. I know which
miniatures
one you're
from
talking about. Those
Lego.
ones are really cool too.
They're great. They look, and I
Yeah.
think they look better. They do a better job of portraying like the
Yeah, they're
Lego
almost like
Pokemon
pixelated
identity.
because they're so small. I think that's the ones you're
Yeah,
talking about, right?
they're like the
Yeah.
sprites
Yeah.
almost. But like
Yeah.
looking at
It's
some of these, I think you totally missed the mark by not having it be blocky enough. It's too focused on being like smooth
yeah,
tiles
perfect.
and
Yeah. Yeah. And it,
curves.
it definitely removes some of the, I was actually looking at them. I was like, because they have a Pikachu, they have like a Pokeball, they have the Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur set, which is huge.
Yeah.
I actually was looking at, I think that the Eevee looks the best, and it's still like just like Eevee looks the most like an Eevee, and it's still kind of disappointing how like the face of like the face of Pikachu, the face of Eevee is just like a flat plane with an image on it.
Yes.
It's not like the eyes aren't made out of Lego. It's just an image on a Lego,
I had that exact
which is the most
critique, by the way.
disappointing. Yeah, it's the most disappointing Lego can be. Like it just feels like it doesn't feel Lego. It feels lazy.
Yeah. The only way that could be worse is if it was a sticker.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Um
for sure. Because then I could get it wrong, and then my Eevee has upside down eyes.
Oh no. I mean, you could just flip the plate. But still.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm glad we talked about that because yeah, it's been a little while. I hope they do like a Lego, like use the CCBS system, what is it? Character creature building system.
Mm.
And just make some action figures for Pokemon, dude. It'd be
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so free, man.
It really is. You can, the point that you made, you can feel the hand of Pokemon in those designs, right? They're so,
Yeah.
how would you say? They're so, plastic, I guess is kind
Yeah.
of, a weird way to say
They're
it,
like
but like
sterilized.
yeah, sterile is a good way to put it. They don't leave any. It doesn't leave any like imagination for the person put like
Well,
it's got the smooth edges of a Venusaur.
here's what it is,
It's
right? It's not a toy,
yeah, it's a display piece. Yeah,
and that sucks.
yeah.
And I think
But
it'd be cooler
in
if it
the
was a toy.
inverse, yeah, the inverse of that though is like it's disappointing as a display piece too because there's not enough detail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like the toys couldn't be displayed, and I was like, I have a
No, no,
shelf
no,
that is
no. I
the
do too.
antithesis of that.
But
Um,
the as a display piece, it's not like it doesn't have all those little like intricate pieces that like I can get out of an actual like big Lego set.
yeah.
And then as a toy, it's bad because there's no posable pieces. Like they don't do anything
There's no play
interesting. Yeah,
features. Imagine a Charizard that's like, oh, you can hit the button on its back and it shoots a little fire forward.
yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah,
Or yeah, something like that, man.
or
Ugh.
like the disc launcher for a Venusaur as like a razor leaf or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
The disc launchers. I
yeah.
love those
The
things.
little foam disc launcher. Those things are awesome.
Oh man, I could
Take
talk
me
about this
back.
literally forever. So good. What a waste of a collab, man.
Infinite time podcast.
Truly. But yeah, licensing is cool. Hopefully we
Yeah,
get something better
licensing.
than the Lego collab from this.
What
Maybe
kind
they'll
of collabs do you like? Do you like apparel collabs, or you like more of a, I guess like what? Because for me, I'm like as far as licensing goes, I do want like art pieces. I want something to hang on my wall. I want like how all the different kinds of SIR are. There's like one of my favorites is the like Great Wave style Kingdra. Or the Great
Yeah.
Wave style Gyarados, like those types of art pieces. I'm really into. Like, I'm a big fan of hiring artists to make the thing.
I don't think we get enough of them, but I think TCG and VGC accessories are a really cool
Yeah.
collab opportunity that they haven't really
Yeah.
taken advantage of.
Mhm.
Like imagine custom Joy-Cons for your Switch 2 that
Yeah.
that are like a brand, right?
Right.
But I also do love the apparel. So I like anything that's like, oh, I can have this with me and this is my own
Mhm.
little bit of swag with me.
Yeah.
I've got like this is my playmat that we collaborated with. We brought Dabs Mila on
Mhm.
to do this playmat, which by the way, if you
Mhm.
haven't checked out Dabs Mila, I highly recommend their art there. It's gorgeous. It's very like rubber hose, but also vibrant art. They're super cool. They're a artist couple from Australia. But stuff like bringing in artists to do deck mats and deck boxes. But I do like the apparel as well. And the
Sure.
art. I think like shoes are a great collab opportunity because I think shoes are my favorite part of most outfits, are like shoes in a bag.
Yeah. That's because you're a man of culture.
Yeah. So like and listen, you can, if there's ever like, if you need like a break glass for in case of emergency for money, you can always just go back to the well, bring out some Pokemon Chuck Taylors. I'm there,
Yeah.
frame one, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I think I would like some cool like jewelry.
oh,
Like
yes.
jewelry would be really cool. Some earrings, some like danglies, like Persian in the
Yes.
Meowth evolution, like
Yep.
a Persian crystal ring, like the crystal in his forehead, like a red ring.
Yeah. Or like the Sableye jewel would go crazy. Like the Mega Sableye jewel.
Yeah.
Pokemon Center has some jewelry. And some of it's actually very good. I recommend some of it.
But more stuff like that. Like you could do like a Swarovski Pikachu, necklace or something, right? Something
Sure.
stupid and expensive. But even just like having like,
Tiffany collab. I forgot about that.
I'm 31. I like to have some fashion in my life. I also like things that are well made.
Yeah.
And they're gonna last. So like, I'm willing to shell out, whatever amount of money that is for the thing that I want and like.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Give me the quality product.
Yeah, honestly, like now it's.
Go ahead.
It's such a sad state of affairs when we get away from like I want more artisanal stuff. I want more like small man getting hired by big company to make the thing because he's going to
Yeah.
do it right.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think in almost everything this is true, right? You get what you pay for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're going to invest money into this, you're going to get a quality product that stands the test of time, right? You're going to get craftsmen who are really like good at this. Like, I mean, like I said, there's the Tiffany Pokemon collaboration,
Mhm.
which there's something to be said about like the brand bloating the price when it comes to Tiffany.
Sure.
But you can't argue that that is like ornate jewel work.
Right.
And like it
And
is craftsmanship.
it's always gonna make money, right? Like it's always gonna make money because it's attached to the Pokemon name.
Yeah, you're never going
There's
to be out money when you're doing these collabs.
right. There's
So
always going to be like obviously like the supply and demand type thing. There's a price point that is correct for most people.
right.
But if you're talking about shoes, if you're talking about apparel, if you're talking about jewelry, like there,
Yeah, more
keeping
often
it
than not,
tiered, keeping it nice, keeping it simple is you're
I
just
think
gonna make money.
that's probably the easiest way to get $100 out of me. Actually, is a good Pokemon collab.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't drop $100 for very much. I'll drop $100 on like a game and some bonus content if I want it.
Sure.
I'll drop $100 on. There's not a lot I'll drop $100 on. I'll drop $100
Yeah,
on a
right.
really, really. No, I can't
Some
say I drop
dinner.
$100 on a dinner. I might if it's like a good dinner and drinks and dessert.
Yeah.
Fun story. Obviously, I collect playing cards. I dropped one time, I think $300 on a deck.
Yeah.
Because it was a brand I really cared about who made a quality product, and it was a limited product. It was the Fontaine 500s deck from their Fontaine Futures blind bag series.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I mean, I just dropped $100 2 weeks ago buying all the little nothing cards to build some decks. So this
yeah.
purchasing cards on this Pokemon children's game podcast is
Well, and by the way, you know why they're called Fontaine 500s?
no, I don't. Tell me.
Because there are 500 of that deck ever printed.
Oh, yeah.
So I did pretty well.
Yeah. That sounds like you got a steal, actually.
Yeah. Well, and it says on like the deck design says there are only
Yeah.
500 of this deck.
Yeah.
So
that's showmanship. You get to show that you get to bragging rights. You get to brag about that.
Indeed. All right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Next up, we're going to look at the Millennium Print Group, a subsidiary of the Pokemon Company International.
They say that on their Millennium Print Group, a subsidiary of the Pokemon Company International.
Yes,
it says that on every single one of their job postings.
Yes, this is the company that is in North Carolina. So, of course, I care about it quite a bit because it is, going directly into the economy of my local area. They have a lot of jobs posted, actually.
Yeah, 113 according to this.
Yeah, they're really like getting ready to go with this project. So I'm excited to see it. I'm not going to list all of these. No. It's mostly just like warehouse staff.
Yep.
So there's not much to say
drivers,
about it.
Go get paid.
Yeah, truly. Inventory leads. If you like spreadsheets, go have fun.
I wonder if any of these positions will be unionized.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt that.
Because, right, like forklift driver, like the carpenter union is probably has its hands in some of this stuff.
Certainly.
Yeah. I should browse this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Should figure out what I'm doing with my life.
Shouldn't we all?
Truly. Yeah, kind of exciting, like just the prospect. If you're looking for a job, go find a job. They're out there.
And North Carolina is a big growing area as well.
It is, surprisingly. Like, I'm not the most Carolina-headed guy around, but it is a swath of land that has been historically underutilized, and at least in the more modern age is being revitalized by industry and entertainment and, all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, certainly.
A lot of history in that land of the Carolinas.
Indeed. All right, let's get into what we're playing. I've been doing a lot this week. Specifically, and I've got one announcement to make actually as part of this. So I started speedrunning Saint Slayer. 2 announcements. Saint Slayer Spear of Sacrilege, an old school NES style game made by Lilymo Games. Very fun game. It's on everything or every major console for like $10. It's a very good, very high quality, high value product. I started speedrunning it. I put my first run on normal mode on this channel.
Nope.
And then the next night it got beaten by somebody else in that Discord server. So I've got to go up and up my speed on it. I discovered a really cool time save that I'm excited to show off. So I'll be doing that in a video in the near future. And then of course, I've started playing Destiny 1 just for nostalgia's sake. Brother, 30 frames per second is so bad.
It's pretty awful.
But I'm gonna try to get like a Wrath of the Machine raid done before I really am just like I'm craving it.
Sure.
I'm craving a Wrath of the Machine run.
How's the community for Destiny 1 right now?
Better than you think it is.
I believe you. A lot of people don't like Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 is actually just in a really bad spot right now. They're in a really terrible content drought. They're waiting on a June update that has been postponed. It was supposed to come out like early this year. Got pushed all the way back to June. And this is also normally the time of year where they're dropping an expansion. They're not right now. So I don't know. There's a lot happening that's driving people to play Destiny 1 over Destiny 2. I think personally that it's just time to drop Destiny 2 and go to a Destiny 3. Because it's just been so poorly handled and managed that I think it is, I don't know. It's time to let it die. Like, we've had the story of Destiny 2. The developers gave us a really good like jumping off point with the final shape, and everything since has been kind of hokey. Like, there was a Star Wars campaign, their most recent expansion, Renegades. It was literally just Star Wars. And I was like, this is cool.
Star Wars, right? Just like the plot of Star Wars, or
they collabed with Lucasfilms. There's like lightsabers in the game. And like blasters and stuff like that.
Why?
I
guess money.
Yeah, the money. And I guess they actually they're both like science fiction with some magic and high fantasy rolled up in there.
Yeah, but I don't want Star Wars in my Destiny.
No. I thought it was cool at first, but then I couldn't get myself to keep playing.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, the execution on it was excellent, but I don't think they should have made that choice to begin with.
Sure. It's a different thing. Yeah. It's like not why I go to Destiny. Right.
And so, I don't know. Like, after that, I very much fell off. I was like, because what happened is when Edge of Fate, which was their previous annual expansion, came out, I was like, all right, I'm going to give this game another year. And if it doesn't blow me away this year, I'm just going to drop it. And I did.
Yeah.
And I've been enjoying playing other games since. Like, I've been playing Saint Slayer. I've been playing old Pokemon games. I've been playing Destiny 1 for some nostalgia. I want to jump into Halo Infinite because they've got an event going on right now that seems really good.
Okay.
What else have I been like? All kinds of other stuff this year. Marathon, of course. I won't shut up about Marathon ever.
Who made Marathon?
Also Bungie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, didn't Bungie make another project that's like out and people play it? Yeah, Marathon.
Yeah, it's not very big numbers, and in fact, a big reason for that is that Destiny 2 people are like, no, this game has to fail because they took resources away from Destiny 2 to put in a Marathon. And it's like, you bumbling idiot.
That was a great impression.
You loser. Thanks. It's like, dude, just get over yourself.
Yeah.
They're a studio. They're allowed to make whatever they want.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like incel screaming into the void, right?
Destiny players aren't gamers.
No.
Like, Destiny players like Destiny.
Yeah.
They don't like video games.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just get real, man. They're gonna do other stuff. They're not always gonna do only Destiny.
You're tempered in a way that the average video game player that plays things like Destiny is not, though. Like, some people are just like first person shooter heads and that's all they play. And then they find something, they're like, oh, I've always thought about playing WoW. Let me play Destiny. And then they get into it like, oh yeah, this is cool, but this is like the only game I ever want to play ever again.
Yeah. I used to be deep into the Destiny hole, but that was also, granted, the reason I didn't play anything else was because I didn't have money to.
Sure.
and I didn't have a lot of time to.
Yeah.
But I've since, like, been able to carve out more time and more money for games or just, like, get value out of stuff like Game Pass and,
Sell
like,
my
really
kidney.
affordable
Yeah.
games. Um, and I'm doing great. I'm having fun playing other video games.
Yeah. I'm
And I still
I'm
like Destiny. Like, it's cool. I went back and played some recently of Destiny 2, but I was like, "Oh, yeah, I remember why I put this down."
Yeah, for sure. I know last time you kind of asked me about like Pragmata and stuff like that. I'm the type of video game player that just like replays all of the old stuff that I've played before. You know,
Mhm.
like I like what I like,
Yeah.
and I
I'm
just
like that too.
relive my life all the time.
I'm in the middle of a replay of Borderlands the pre-sequel,
Okay,
but I'm doing
respectable.
it with the Exodus mod on
What is that?
because I'm on PC. It's just like some quality of life stuff. It gives you um a couple of like a couple more enemies have dedicated drops now since that was a big
Mm-hmm.
problem with the pre-sequel. Um just stuff like that. There's a couple new items, a couple of reskins for items where they just gave you like a new skin on it.
Mm.
Not a whole lot of like overdoing it. It's
Does
like
it
it's like
does
a
it change the oxygen mechanic, or is that still
no.
there? No.
I love the oxygen mechanic. I think it's really cool.
Mm.
It's unnoticeable in the late game,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
I don't mind it at all. It was weird for me when I first started playing pre-sequel, but now I'm like, oh, this is just part of the game, and I like it.
I played through the pre-sequel. The oxygen and like the low gravity always kind of threw me off.
I
It's
love the
probably
low.
because I spent so much plot time playing Borderlands 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Um,
dude. In one, you feel heavy.
yeah.
In two, you're like a
Borderlands
little
1
lighter.
is dense. Like everybody is just so meaty in that game.
It's almost like Gears of War levels.
Honestly, honestly, but they came out. So it's funny. My senior, it might have been my junior physics class. I did a
Yeah.
presentation on the physics of video games, and I used Borderlands as an example because
Oh, sweet.
they don't hit scan and they render the bullets in the game, and the
It's all
bullets,
projectile.
yeah, the bullets have magnitude, right? The physics number that they're using is magnitude, so it's literally like speed of the velocity of the object. Um, so like guns that hit hard, obviously they have like a base number, but the speed by which they, or like the amount of damage they do, is determined by how fast the bullet is. Um,
Mm,
which is interesting, and
yeah.
I showed that example in my presentation. So like it's just like it was such a different game for the time. Borderlands
Yeah.
1
It was
is
way ahead of
awesome.
its time. Yeah. It has not aged very
No,
well.
no, no,
It has
no.
aged terribly, in
I
fact.
would love for them to
2,
remake that game.
they did like a remaster, like a Game of the Year
Yeah,
edition.
yeah, but like
It was not very good.
from the ground up, like maybe change the back third of the game to something a little more like cohesive.
I'd be
Um,
interested to see it with like modern quality of life, but I wouldn't pay full price for it.
sure, like $30 or something, maybe even just like
Yeah.
20, just to
I think 30 to $40 would be a
yeah,
good spot for
yeah.
that kind of product. But like truly, I think like 2 and the pre-sequel are in my it's hard to pick between the two of them, but like they're both up there for me. If I
Two
could
is
combine
a mammoth of a game.
bro, yeah. 2, I think by virtue of like the amount of content is the one who has to take the place, but ideally they both are kind of like morphed into one
Yeah,
entry into my top 3 games of all time.
yeah. They're because uh, the pre-sequel is such a unique thing within the Borderlands kind of echelon.
Yeah.
Um,
Because it was 2K Australia
yeah,
and not
and
just regular old
everybody was
2K.
speaking with an Australian
Everyone
accent.
was Australian, yeah.
The
Which I
characters are like
didn't
a
I
little
wasn't
more.
bothered by that.
No, not at all. The characters are like a little more interesting to play. Like they have more kind of complex mechanics. It's kind of
Dude,
like the thinking man's Borderlands, honestly.
yeah. It's like it's for cultured people. It's like pineapple on pizza,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I agree with you. Borderlands pre-sequel. The skill trees in that game are some of the best in the franchise.
absolutely.
And the characters too. Like just the little stuff. Like if you play as Claptrap, you wouldn't take bonus damage from fire weapons, but you would take the bonus damage from corrosion weapons
Yeah,
because you're a robot.
you're a robot. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And like if you played as Wilhelm, when you got further down his like cyborg tree, you would alter his voice and you would get like
yeah.
certain parts of your character texture model that would change. And
See,
I
that's one of the things that I love. Like the best part of the pre-sequel is how it informs Borderlands 2. like
Yeah.
the kind of the story along the way and like what happens
Mhm.
to those characters. It's so interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
It's
good.
very smart.
Yeah. Very, very good. Um, On to other stuff I've been playing. Oh, we wanted to talk about this as well. Now we're gonna move on to like the Pokemon part of what we're playing, I guess, for me. I kind of attended a pre-release.
Go on.
Oh, brother. This was not good.
Mm-hmm.
So I this past weekend I was gonna go and visit Get Some Game, where a friend of the show, James, is the judge, and he's a
Mm-hmm.
very good friend of mine. He's in my testing group. Excellent dude. I've been trying to get him on the show for a while, but he has been a very, very busy man. So it hasn't worked out quite yet. We'll get him back on soon, I'm sure. Um, he was not able to judge because he had some stuff going on. But I was gonna go up there anyways because one, I was like, okay, one, I could either just get up and play a pre-release, have a good time, or two, maybe they need a judge, and I can do that and maybe get some product anyways.
Mm.
Um, I went up there, talked to them. They're like, first of all, if you think you're going to get any kind of compensation for being a judge, we don't need a judge. And I was like, okay,
Hmm.
that's all right, man,
Sure.
whatever. That's really not a good way to use your league materials, especially since 6 packs out of the booster box you get with a pre-release kit are for judges.
Yeah.
Um, and then you are required to have a judge there for those kind of events.
Right.
So, there's that. But then I get this information that they had 7 pre-release kits left over from the previous week. 7. And they were still having people sign up. But from what I was told, they already had 6 slots taken up by the juniors and seniors. And that their plan was to let everyone else have a couple packs with entry and just slot those cards into their standard decks and play that way.
What?
Needless to say, I almost immediately turned around and left. I was there. There was a dad and his son who were kind of like trying to get into the game and signing up for the event. And so I helped them get their account, like their Pokemon account set up, just so that they would have it easier. And I had brought the last 40 cards out of a set of Dragon Shields. And I was like, oh, you guys can just have this. I'm not going to use them anyways. He's like, what do I owe you? Not a thing. Listen, you're taking these off my hands.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Honestly, you're about to have a bad time anyways.
Yeah, enjoy, I guess. In fact, I probably did him a disservice by like helping him to participate. But yeah, I like
you killed them
when I
with
heard,
kindness, actually.
dude, when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, never mind, I'm leaving.
That's wild. That's wild. Can you like, well, so I don't want to like throw anybody into the bus, but like, can you like report the store? Like, how does that
Yeah.
work? Did you report
There's ways
the
to
store?
report the store. I didn't. I probably should have.
You can do that retroactively, though, can't you? I mean, if you're
I
going
think
to.
so.
Because that's like that's
It's misuse of league materials and pre-release materials.
yeah, and also it like severely undermines like the spirit
It's
of the community.
the spirit of the game. Yeah. So
Really, they said that to you? We don't need a judge if you think you're going to get compensation.
that's not verbatim. It was along those lines,
Okay,
though.
sure.
Um,
Was there a judge there? Like
No.
other than no, they just didn't have anybody
I don't believe so.
backed up. So you like rolled
Right.
up or like, hey, I heard that you don't have a like. I know the judge that you had. I know he's not going to be here. If you need somebody, like I'm a judge, and they were like,
Yeah,
nah.
and I was like, just whatever you guys do for James, just I'll do whatever because that's what I do at Buzz City Games. And we can kind of have whatever arrangement you guys have worked out with James here. And she was like, well, if it was to the effect of if you think you're going to get compensation, we don't need you.
Man,
that's not verbatim.
so sour. Sure. Yeah,
It's very shady.
I won't make you relive it again, but yeah, that is shady. That's nasty. That's Yeah, that feels
And this is
bad.
the owner of the store, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Put him on
who
blast, name and
apparently
shame.
not gonna do that. I already named the store, so so those with a keen ear will go
Yes,
to.
keenly re-listen to the last 10 minutes of this podcast.
Um, but yeah, so
That's bad
I was
news.
like,
Did you
it's
just go
not worth
home?
the.
Like, what did you do?
Yeah, I had driven like a half hour to go to the store, and I was like, I'm not doing this.
So in cases like that, right? So you got a box though, right? Like
I didn't get
you
anything.
didn't get anything.
I didn't pay them anything. I didn't do anything. I literally,
Oh,
I
okay.
heard that news, didn't sign up, walked out the door.
Oh, see, when I had asked you about it earlier, I thought that you said that like you got your box, but you didn't participate.
Nope.
But instead, you just like didn't. You just rolled up, saw that it was
Yeah.
scuffed, and then walked out.
I wasn't gonna take a box out of some other kid's hands.
Sure. Yeah. No, I understand that.
I just I couldn't abide that, man.
Yeah. No, that's awful. That sucks.
I was like, and she she was even like, while I was there helping some guy and other people were signing up for the thing, she was like, by the way, if you want, you can still like go ahead and write your name down and sign up. And I was like, what the hell? What? What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah.
Obviously not.
Super disrespectful. Yeah. That's crazy.
So so instead I went to Buzz City and picked up my check and my staff promos from their pre-release.
Yeah.
You know, because they compensate their people.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Shout out to Buzz City Games.
Yeah. It reminded me of how far that store has come and how grateful I am for them. So
For sure.
oy,
Small town hero.
it was rough. It was rough, man. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that
lie.
sucks.
And then the last thing that I've been playing, I know I've talked about a lot, but I started playing Ultra Sun for
Woo!
the CalorX Game Corner Book Club.
Woo!
I do playthroughs for these whenever they're on Book Club. I didn't finish the Leaf Green one just because time got away from me.
Leaf Green is a long game.
Well, and the daily uploads got to me. So
Mm.
what I'm going to be doing for this one is I'll be recording several videos, several sessions of videos,
Mhm.
and also just be playing it on my own some. But I'll be, I'll be doing like, what's the word? Like recap videos
Yeah,
once
like
a
a
week.
video diary.
Mm-hmm. Like just once a week instead of doing a big upload
Yeah.
at every single day. Because that was just so taxing for me for the other series that
For sure.
it's not possible right now, especially with the new job and about to move and all that.
Yeah.
So
Sounds interesting. I know I mentioned to you before about like actually sitting down and doing like I guess like a re-review of Ultra Sun once you like got back through it, just like to talk about
Yeah.
it, and maybe it could be
We
like a
can probably
bonus
do it
something
like
or other.
we can definitely do like a bonus, like a spoiler cast
Yeah.
of Ultra Sun.
I am not playing it, but I remember what goes on in that game, so
Yeah. We can do that.
maybe I'll
We'll put
watch
that
your
in.
videos and just
Maybe so.
follow along.
Well, and what that leads me to is the next thing is I'm going to be uploading the full unedited clips of the show or of the videos onto the Patreon.
Oh.
So I'll have private videos on the YouTube channel where you can access the playlist from Patreon. Nothing's up on it yet, but it's going to be in that $1 a month tier. So you're just getting
That's what I'm
more
talking about.
access to as much stuff as you want. And hopefully this will get more people interested in the Patreon and more people listening
I'm
to the
looking
podcast.
forward to it. I will definitely take you up on that offer, sir.
Yep. I'll probably record the second session or the first session really. No, wait. What am I thinking? I uploaded session 0 already. It's on the channel. Go check it out. And then I'll upload session 1 into what was it? I'll upload session 1 onto the Patreon as well, and that'll also just go into the edit. And then and that we'll just go from there and kind of see how it goes from just how this new format goes.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Now, you said is there anything at all you've been playing, Jake, or are you just kind of calling an audible this week?
I've been playing my little phone games. I also went to a pre-release that was much more successful than apparently the one you went to.
Seems like
and
it.
actually, you know what's funny? I have one notable thing from my pre-release, other than that I pulled the SIR Surfing Beach, which is a beautiful card. Go look it up. The
So pretty.
JPEG image does not do it justice in its full glory. The judge we had, I had seen her at the Orlando regional. She had participated, and she judged for us at the Coliseum of Comics that I went to on East Colonial here in Orlando, and super nice. I guess her name is Megumi. She goes by Gumi, and
I
she
think I've heard that
has
name.
a. I don't want to. I'm not gonna like blow up her spot or whatever, but she has a tattoo of a Darumaka. Is that the pre-evolution for Darmanitan?
Yes.
Um, and she's got like a style about her. She's kind of iconic. Um, but it made me think about like in fan arts and stuff, there's people like commission fan art of like their teams, right? They're like partner teams. I was
Yeah.
thinking about like partner Pokemon. I say it all the time. I used to be an artist. I used to like draw and do things like that. Um, and I kind of got the bug from like seeing this person like in her style and all this stuff. I was like, I should do a fan art of like her and her like presumably Darumaka partner Pokemon. I should have talked to her more, but I was just like thinking about like, being more doing that like pop art. It kind of gave me the bug to start drawing again, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Oh, good.
And I don't know if I will. I probably should because getting the creative juices is important. But like
Yeah.
finding inspiration is in people. We talked about it before. Like the thing, it's not just the cards. It's not just the game. It's about the people that we meet along. It's about the friends we meet along the way. But it's about the
Really?
people
Yeah.
sitting across from you, right? And even like the people that are kind of organizing the judges. Like Pokemon is like even in the world of Pokemon, there's so many eclectic and unique looking characters. But
Yeah.
in our world of Pokemon, there are also so many eclectic and unique looking characters.
Yeah.
And being able to like talk to and connect and just like appreciate, just appreciate people for who they are
Mhm.
and how they express themselves, I think is one of those things that you can never do enough of it. Just
Yeah.
being able to expand your horizons more and more. Just like building community. I think that's one of the things that we've talked about before. Just like building a community that's worth, living in, and that's I
I
think
agree.
valuable to me. So, um, that's what I've been playing is the game of life.
Hey, that's good. I appreciate that. I'd love to see your art. I
Yeah, maybe I'll if I'm thinking about it now, so I probably will. I should do something with that.
we'll have to check in with you and see how it's going.
Sure,
Just because I
maybe be a
obviously I
thumbnail of
love,
something sometime.
dude. Listen, I'd love that. Just collab on a thumbnail
I'll figure it out.
because I do all the thumbnails right now through just Photopia or
Sure.
Photopea, and sometimes they suck, and sometimes they're fine.
And sometimes there are epic memes.
They are often memes, yeah. Just because that's like an easy thumbnail to do.
Sure, I love a
But
good meme.
what was it? One of my favorite ones was when Gardevoir and Pult were both really popular. I had that like illusion of choice
Oh
meme,
yeah,
and it was
yep,
Gardevoir on one side and Pult on the other, and Budew in the middle.
yeah, yep.
uh, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
But like I don't know, thumbnails are fun to make. I'd love to have a much more like high art one than the crap that I put out right now.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes you need some crap. Sometimes you need to just
there's a
something
place
eye
for junk
catching.
food.
Yeah,
McDonald's is successful for a reason, man.
that's true.
All right. And then we're gonna close the show actually with a question from our patrons over at patreon.com/terminalcreative. You can go over there and at the $2 a month tier, you can have your questions read on the show.
Oh baby,
There is a question thread every single month
I love answering
where
questions.
you can just have your questions read. Now, there's two questions here. We're only going to do one of them this week because
We've gone
the other one I
long.
think requires a little more talk and also, more content. It's for the month, all right? We're not going to do,
Yeah,
we're not
yeah,
going to do
yeah.
everything all at once. But this first question from Cassie Roth is FMK, so Kiss Mary Kill to keep it PG.
Oh,
The following Pokemon: Goldango, Xurkitree, and Bruxish. I have my answer. Jake, I'd love to know your thought process on this.
Kiss
Because I
Mary
think there's
Kill.
a correct one.
Goldango, Xurkitree, and Bruxish.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous question. The answer to this question will say so much about me.
I feel like there's a correct answer.
But half of me wants to be like, tell me your answer so that way I can know what you think the correct answer. But it's not fun that way, so I'll do mine.
Okay. I think Mary is really easy.
Of course, it's Goldango, right? Like Mary is Goldango. Okay,
obviously.
Yeah.
This next part of the question just kind of becomes like, are we freak maxing?
Yeah, how much of a freak are you? That's exactly what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any world where I'm kissing Zerkatry. I'm definitely kissing Bruxish 1,000%.
Yeah. And so we got to kill Zerkatry.
Yeah, we're killing Zerkatry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, because marrying Goldango for the money is obvious.
Duh, of course. We're
Frame one, I'm marrying
Goldango. It's in the name.
Yeah. Sorry. You think I'm going to marry Zerkatry?
I mean, I'll put in the work. Believe me, I'll put in the work. But I'm marrying you for the money.
I'm a giver.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm doing it for the money.
It can be both.
I think we can have an arrangement.
Yeah, it can be both.
2 things can be true.
You can buy my love. I have a price.
That's right. And it's $5 a month over at patreon.com/terminalcreative.
Topical. Yeah.
Topical.
Bruxish,
there's a world where you marry Zerkatry. There's a world where you marry Zerkatry and maybe kiss Goldango.
That's very taste dependent. I feel like you're
and also if you know, to be plain, it's FMK, not
No,
KMK.
I know. Oh, so, believe me, that's fair.
I don't know how the old coinage is going to
it's probably pretty metallic.
Work.
Yeah.
There's some conflicts of interest there.
Listen, I'm not afraid of little teeth, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you heard it here first. Okay. Well, that about wraps it up. Here at N21FM.
That's one way to wrap it up.
It's a great way to wrap it up. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm excited for more of these questions because I this is truly like I think my favorite part is getting to hear from the audience. I also love hearing what you guys have to say about the news. So if you have like questions about the news itself, please throw them in the comments.
Send more
questions. Because it gives us more stuff to talk about and anything we might have missed in the news.
For sure.
But yeah, that's about all from us here at N21FM. Jake, thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for it's a later recording than we normally do.
That's okay.
And I know your schedule's been absolutely borked lately, so I appreciate you taking the time to come and talk with me about the news. For
Always
Pokemon.
A pleasure. Because if not me, then who?
True. Not Johnny.
Nope, absolutely not.
Johnny's not gone, by the way. He's still very much
he's incredibly
host
busy
on this show
all the time.
He's a father, you know.
Yeah,
he's a father and
some
husband.
might call him daddy.
Not me.
Well, there's no accounting for taste.
That's true. The callback. But yeah, so that's all from us. Thank you also, viewers, for coming out and enjoying the show. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on the Spotify feed, leave a rating on Spotify. Someday I'll get us up on Apple Podcasts.
You totally should.
Probably not today.
It's very lucrative.
Yeah,
I listen on Spotify because that's, I'm a member of the proletariat. But
yeah, I think I must be a weirdo because I like listening to my podcasts that I subscribe to their Patreon on Patreon as an app.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah,
but
maybe
like, I'm a weirdo.
The main feed is, usually I've got the Spotify anyways. That's a whole other thing. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening. And we'll see you in the next one. Farewell.
Peace.
N21FM, a Pokemon podcast, is a project of the Terminal Creative YouTube channel and is proudly recorded in the USA. This show is written and directed by yours truly, Glenn Seaman. My co-hosts are Jake Young and Johnny Roth. We remind you that we will never run advertisements or sponsorships on this show, and the show is instead made possible by the Terminal Creative patrons. Our $5 tier is the highest rung of our supporters who wish to fund our private endeavor, and so we thank our producers at the end of the show. Thank you to Old Man Gigi for your support at the $5 tier.